Welcome to the Exceptional Child in the Classroom. Some of you have had some questions regarding your field experience. Let me take a moment to explain to you what field experience is. It is an observation of students or techniques, and you're logging and charting the hours that you spend in the observation, as well as working with, analyzing, and even in some cases writing a paper about the information that you have discovered and your analysis of that information. So those of you that have already been through Intro to Education, you had to do 30 hours of observation field experience. This is different. Each one of your educational courses is going to require you to do field experience hours. You will have to do 10 hours in each of your ed classes. Your observation hours or your field experience hours are going to be somewhat different from your observation hours. So let's get started with what this looks like. This is what your summer class looks like. You'll notice it's only 5 weeks. I want you to drop down to week 5, and you will notice that I have posted the field experience log sheet. It actually opened on Tuesday, May 30th, and it will not close until June 29. Okay, so let's open that. When I click on that, this is the instruction site that tells you what to do in your field experience. You're going to print out only one field experience log sheet for this particular class. You will fill out the log sheet as you go through each assigned field experience, and you will date it and write the time frames that you spent on that particular assignment or activity. Then, when you have completed all of the field experience assignments, you will scan that log sheet into your computer, save it as a PDF file, and you will submit it on this site right here as your assignment for your credit. This field experience assignment is worth 100 points, and if you do not submit your field experience log sheet, you will not get credit for this class. This is mandatory. Let's open the log sheet, and when I click on it, it's found in the additional resources. So when you click on that, it goes to my downloads. So I will open that. This is what your log sheet will look like. You will need to put your name. You need to print on this log sheet because I need to be able to read it. I suggest that you use a blue or black ink pen because it shows up the best when you scan it in. Pencils sometimes fade out. Okay, you will put your last name, your candidate ID number. This will be your school ID number. The semester, this will be S1 for summer 1. And the year is 2017. The course, I will show you. You will find here is the name of the course. If you scroll back to the activities, you will see the name of the course and the course number, okay? So let me retrieve that log sheet now. Okay, so let's look back now at the log sheet. Of course, your instructor, you can just put Toon, Toon, And so check mark, you're either an early childhood major, a middle school level major, or your elementary level major. For this one, you do not have to fill in this part because you're not going to be going to a particular school district for this field experience, for the field experience in this class. So this part and this part you will not fill out. This is a log sheet. So everything that you have to do for this, you'll notice for this particular class, you have 3 different assignments in which you will have to complete log or field experience hours. So for the first assignment, you will put the information here. Field experience description. Just briefly describe what that assignment entailed and everything that you had to do to accomplish that particular assignment. Check mark, first of all, log sheet, and then whatever else the assignment instructions were. If you had to do a presentation, PowerPoint would be a presentation. If you had to write a paper, if you had to write a reflection, whatever your assignment is in regards to this particular field experience assignment, you'll put the check mark over here. Now, when you begin doing this particular assignment, you might do part of it on, say, June 7th. So you would put 6-7. Maybe you came back and you did some more work on the 8th, so you would put 6/8, okay? So the dates, all the dates involved in which you spent time working on this field experience project. Again, you will not have a school, nor will you have anyone to fill out this part of it. But you do have to date and fill out this part and this part. And for assignment 2 and 3, you will do the same thing. Down here, this is where you will put your signature. This is where I will sign. And if you were working with a coordinator at a school, they would sign and date it here. But this time you will not have that. Okay, so you will need to sign your name here, your professional looking signature, and date it when you finish. And then when I receive it, I will sign it and date it as well. I will keep your field experience on file because it is a requirement, especially for those who are transferring to Arkansas Tech University. This is a requirement. This is going to be part of your portfolio packet. So make sure that you fill this out accurately and correctly. Okay, certainly if you have any questions about how to fill out your log sheet, please let me know. Okay, let's go back to the class and let's look at the assignments. You don't have any field experience assignments in week 1. In week 2, you have your first assignment. So I'm going to go ahead, even though this is closed to you, I'm going to go ahead and open this and show you what it will look like. You're going to be working with IEPs. And so in Chapter 2, you're going to read about IEPs and how to fill those out. You're going to understand what an IEP is and the reasons why students need IEPs written on them. So you will fill that out. You'll read about that. This is a website that I want you to go to and look at the different forms and for the special projects for certain students. You are going to write a short essay for your first field experience after you've done the research right here and read through the chapter. You're going to tell a little bit about the form. Then you're going to do a bit of reflection. So when you check mark in your field experience sheet, you're also going to check mark the reflection because this is a reflection. It says, What do you think would be the most beneficial to you as a regular classroom teacher? What do you think would be the most challenging? And you're going to write your essay based on the IEP form and information about IEPs that you've discovered from going to this website as well as reading your chapter. You will complete your first field experience log sheet. You must log 2 hours on this first assignment. So you might spend an hour researching and discovering, reading the chapter and researching and trying to understand IEPs. And then you might spend another hour working on your paper. So that's what I want to know precisely. At this time frame, you spent an hour on the research and you spent an hour on the paper. Okay, so that is how you will do this first field experience assignment. Again, if you have any questions, you will need to please let me know. I will show you another field experience in week 4. You have another one, and in this particular field experience you're required to log 5 hours, and in this case you're going to create a presentation. So when you create this presentation, you will do the research and you will make a PowerPoint based on the information you discover from autism spectrum disorders in chapter 11. Part of your hours are going to be your research, understanding, your reading about it, and then part of your 5 hours is going to be in regards to working and building your PowerPoint. This is MLA format. By the way, anything you write in this class, even just a short paragraph, you must use MLA citations within the paper, and you must also make a works cited page in MLA format. The end of your PowerPoint presentation, your last slide is going to be your works cited slide of your bibliography information. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you one more. I believe it is this week. Nope, my bad, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I believe it was in week, well, I'll get there in just a moment. Okay. It was in week 4 as well. So you have 2 separate. Now this one, you are going to be required to log 3 hours. And I have 2 different videos here for you to view. And it might be that you're going to spend an hour reviewing those videos, and then perhaps you'll spend another hour doing other research, and then another hour writing your paper. However you divide your time, I want to see that written on your log sheet. And again, you're going to read the assignment, you're going to watch the videos, and then you're going to write a short essay describing what thoughts and pictures came to your mind while watching these videos. Respond specifically to your thoughts, these questions in regards to the specific video. which video are you talking about. Don't just say in the video, okay? So make sure you specify. Also, when you click open the video, you will be able to find the source information so that you can correctly cite this at the end of your paper as well as within the paper. Please do not label them either video 1, video 2. The video 1 is called Dear Teacher, Heartfelt Advice, and video 2, the name of it is What Are Learning Disabilities? Okay, so make sure you refer to them correctly when you do your MLA citations within your paper. Now, again, this is a very short paper, 75 to 150 words. That is not very much at all. But you do have to log at least 3 hours. And again, probably the majority of your hours or your time is going to be spent on researching and analyzing within the videos. Okay, that is your third field experience. You only have 3. They will equal a total of 10 hours for this particular class. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me, message me through the course mail, or you can send me an email through the school email, but I prefer you work through the course mail because it is through the course mail that I check frequently, and it's right there on our website for our class. Okay, so I look forward to seeing your work and seeing your presentations and reading your paper or your papers that you will write in this class. So have a good week. Have a good weekend. Oh, one more thing I would like to point out to you. Your assignments always open on Sunday at midnight. Basically Monday morning kind of thing at midnight, Sunday night. And everything is due by Saturday night at 11:59 p.m. If you wait until 11:59 to submit, you're probably going to miss it because it will probably close about the time you start logging in. So do not wait until the last minute. If you do, you've missed the deadline. Therefore, you receive a 0 for that assignment. Please plan ahead. I know that sometimes the electricity goes off, internet shuts down. Those things happen. But I caution you, do not wait until Saturday evening to try to get everything done, and then one of those unforeseen catastrophes occurs and you miss your deadline. Do not email me and say, my power went off, it was right before the deadline, because I will not give you that opportunity unless there is a dire, extreme emergency, and you can contact me if there is a dire emergency. Otherwise, if you just procrastinated and waited till the last minute and then something came up, that is not acceptable. I expect you to be working on this work along the way all week long. And I can check, I have tracking, and I can track and check and see when you logged in and how much time you've actually spent in the class each week. So I do expect you to spend lots of time in the class each week. Okay, have a good week. Enjoy your weekend after your work is all complete, and gear up and get ready for next week. Let me know if you have any questions.